excellent adventure begins. Tell me a story.
My name is Michael.
My name's Anthony.
It's like about a half an inch longer. You still gotta get those kegs.
That's me, you old bitch. This damn scene.
Shut up, everybody.
Daddy's sore.
Good
evening
and
welcome to
M&A's
M&A's Excellent Adventures, where my name is
Anthony.
and my name is Michael.
And
We are going to tell you a story.
It has been way too long.
It
We're so
has
out of
been way
practice.
too long. You stepped on my toes because I'm the host tonight.
You are the host this week. See,
I'm
I
the
totally
host
forgot how this
week.
worked. I
You
thought that was
see
supposed to kick
what
things
happens
off.
when we're out of sync.
It's crazy.
I think-
It really is.
Today's times are all about synchronization. That's kind of the
Corporate
theme of the
synchronization?
well.
And like building profitability and
Speaking of corporate,
oh, a new development.
let's just say I'm gonna be plugging my controller into player 2 from now on.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, if you're playing and
Okay.
you're not player 1 being,
Okay.
you would then be
Player 2.
who is
Me?
brother.
You have a brother coming on it?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. You have a brother.
In regards to corporation.
Oh, wow.
But I was, like,
that's
trying
so
to-
out of. That's
I was
so
like,
outdated, man.
I was trying to. You're right. That's like a
That's
couple weeks
so
old.
2014.
That's so
We left that in 2014.
2014.
Oh wait, sorry. That's so
I was
2024.
like, it happened like what are you talking about? Yeah.
There's one family very upset about this right now.
Yeah.
This
And only
conversation.
one. So whatever.
Anyway,
Anyways,
enough about that.
I was trying to be subtle.
This isn't a true crime podcast.
No,
Michael.
this is.
We're probably gonna be shadow banned for even mentioning
Yeah.
Brother Louis.
Well,
Not because of the corporate shit, but because will murder us.
We'll censor. We will bleep out every mention of
Oh,
Charles
yeah.
Manson.
Censored.
All of that will just be censored.
Leave Charles Manson in there, though.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Charles
yeah.
Manson. You know,
He's my favorite
sometimes you
Nintendo
gotta-
character.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of he really is kind of leading the charge from
It
the
really
Nintendo
do.
family.
It really do be like that.
It do be like that. They don't think it be like it is, but it do.
It sure do.
It sure do. It sure
And
do.
Also,
And
you go. You're
okay,
the
because I was
host.
gonna say, speaking of what
Do.
do we do around here?
We tell stories.
Stories. What kind
Usually-
of stories?
Usually fairly often, but not so much recently. We tell fun improv stories where every other week we alternate which person is the host. So this week, Michael's host. He's got a premise. He's got a character for me to play, and we got a whole thing. We're gonna navigate through this whole thing and have fun doing so.
That's
and I
right.
have no clue what's gonna go on.
But-
I have no idea.
Before we do jump into the bish,
Uh huh.
I've had something on my mind or something
Mm-hmm.
that's been kind of going on in my life, and I was wanting to chat about it just a little bit,
Okay.
a teeny tiny bit before we get into the story.
Hit it.
Have you ever seen, I asked you this before, but the audience didn't know I asked you this before. Have you ever seen any of the Purge movies?
I have never seen the Purge movies. Those are for ancient.
They are.
They're
I mean, the first one
anciano.
is like, yeah, it's like 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
13 years old, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But like, the most recent one is like less than 5 years old.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
You know,
okay,
so I mean,
yeah.
they're only a little ancient. But I had only seen the first two, and I was like, I like those movies. Like the premise is is ridiculous, but like I like the
No,
movies.
yeah, the concept is interesting.
Right.
My favorite idea or favorite concept of it is like getting revenge on whoever you want. I think
Right.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I've just never seen them. Never got
Yeah.
around to it. How many are there now? Like 3?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Did they not learn from the first like 2 or 3 of them that it doesn't work?
Well, yeah, you know, it kind of.
Well, I guess the concept does work because doesn't it reduce crime significantly?
Well, spoiler alert here. I'll just give you, a brief rundown. So the first one is like It is what it is. Second one is like, it is what it is. Third one is like, it shouldn't be what it is. Fourth one is a prequel back to the first Purge. So that's like the Purge origin story. And then the fifth one is like a bunch of radicals are like, hey, what if it was the Purge all the time, though? And then they're like having to stop these extremists.
So they have extreme purgers.
Yes.
One purge a year wasn't enough.
They call themselves, it's the Forever Purge, which is the name of the
Forever
movie.
Purge.
So they are like, it's just Purge all the time.
Okay.
It's just anarchy, violence all the time.
Okay, cool. All right. So where are you going with this? You've just been rewatching them?
Well, I had only seen the first two. I still haven't seen the first Purge, being the prequel one. But I recently watched Election Year and the Forever Purge.
All right.
And I love those movies. I hadn't seen them. I was like, I like these movies, but I just stopped watching them after a while.
Yeah.
I just didn't get around to it. And I was like, I had some time to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check it out. I was like, I fucking love these movies, man. They're just so bananas and so great. So let me give you a little bit of a rundown here because I'm going to segue this bitch. You ready for this?
Oh, sure. Please.
Election year.
Ooh.
Election year.
Election year.
Also,
I'm checking the monitor to make sure we're still on camera.
Okay.
And we're doing fantastic. We're looking great. Oh, you can keep this in.
Okay,
Audience
perfect.
can see behind the scenes here.
So in regards, I'm talking about the Purge election year. There's a senator running for president of America who wants to end the Purge.
Ooh.
She's getting a lot of support.
To end the Purge?
To end it.
Okay.
I believe, like, in universe, I get the vibe that, like, the vast majority of people, like, don't want to
Sure.
And so the group in charge, called the New Founding Fathers of America, that have the ones who started the Purge, are like, they're like, we gotta kill her because she's fucking our shit up.
Okay.
And so she, it's her trying to survive amongst with another story of another group of people trying to survive, and like their stories kind of intermingle and everything. But
okay.
But it inspired today's story. So anybody who has seen that movie will be like, oh, it was heavily inspired.
All right. I can get on board with that.
Without further ado, Anthony, if you're ready to jump into things,
I'm ready to dive right in. I have been eager for this, Michael.
I've been eager like a beaver, and I've been eating lots of greens.
Great.
So I think
it's time
that we tell me a story. So let's get into your character.
Let's hit it. All right. So my character is
Gregarious Chadsworth.
I love it. All right. That's how you know I've missed this. Is
that you are actually excited to get
name.
a dumbass name.
Yes, Gregarious Chadsworth.
Gregarious Chadsworth.
And tell me about me.
You're an ex-CIA operative who has just joined the Secret Service.
Okay.
Your two most powerful weapons are your seductive hip sways and your southern charm.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah?
I see it.
There you go.
Oh,
Getting
yeah,
character a little bit. That does,
yeah,
it's like a superpower.
Oh, yeah.
All right. My character, President Calamity Big Johnson.
Calamity Big Johnson.
Big Johnson.
All right. I'm gregarious and you're big.
And I'm big.
Big gregarious. Okay.
Gregarious and Big Johnson. Okay. I have been receiving threats due to the upcoming election, and I need to be moved to a safe house until the investigation of these threats is completed. Until I'm feeling safe.
Receiving threats due to the upcoming election.
Yep.
Be moved to a safe house until the investigation is completed.
Yes.
Okay.
So my life has been threatened, so we got to get me somewhere safe.
Got it. Okay.
This is smoothed over.
Yes. And I'm the Secret
You're
Service
the Secret
agent.
Service agent.
Got it. Okay.
You're like The top guy.
Yes, okay.
All right.
I'm the guy. Got
You're
it.
the guy. I mean, we got a little team, but
All right,
you know,
all
okay.
right, all right. I can
So
see where this is
Anthony,
going. Okay, okay.
do you understand your hips, your charm, your ex-CIA nonsense?
I feel like I shouldn't be sitting for this almost.
Kind of.
All right, all right. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
Maybe
it.
you're the big Johnson over there. All right, well, then without further ado, Anthony, I think that it is time we tell me a story. So we set the scene. We are in the ovular office. And we're getting ready for our plans to make the move onto the safe house. Everybody's been briefed, and we're just prepping and getting ready to go.
Well, Mr. President, I think it's time.
I know, I have a few more things to get in order. Is the family safe?
The first family is safe.
Okay.
The second family is safe.
Okay, thank
My
God.
family, not so much.
Well, that's fine. Nobody really knows your family, I think, so I think we should be okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in so long.
Yeah. No, and I made sure of that.
Yeah.
If you're going to be in my Secret Service, there's no attachment.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna cut the accent right here, okay? We're on personal levels here, Mr. President, right?
I didn't know you. This is the first time hearing of this. I mean, yes. Yes, you've bathed.
Maybe I was advancing too fast.
You've bathed.
Never
me.
mind.
There
Never mind,
it
Mr.
is.
President.
There it is. Now that's a voice that could give me a bath.
Oh,
That could sponge me
yeah.
down.
And you know I have. I've
And
stood
suds me
outside
up.
of that bathroom multiple times.
You stood inside of that bathroom.
I every
You've
time.
loofah'd parts of me that
Every
have never
time.
been loofah'd before.
And that's why I'm in the top position.
And it's that damn voice. It's that voice and those
Mm-hmm.
hips. You just snuck your way into bathtub time and scrub-a-dubbed me up.
It's hypnotizing.
And down and left
It's
and right.
hypnotizing. Anyway,
sorry.
back to it.
Yes, okay, so our evacuation plan is set. It looks like the team is just currently securing the perimeter, making sure that nobody is following us, making sure that...
Yeah, we're clear.
Well, hold on, wasn't there 5 of you? I'm only counting 4 in the room.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure
okay.
Jersey's just getting a snack. He'll be back.
Okay. Okay, well, we should just kind of mosey here because I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and then the lights go out. Shit. Okay. I mean, clearly
Mr.
we need
President,
to
get
evacuate.
out!
Okay, I'm
Mr.
getting
President,
down.
get out!
Okay, we need to get out of here, but how do we know we're not going to be followed?
You gotta shimmy.
Okay.
You gotta shimmy your way out. No, not shimmying up. You gotta shimmy down.
Shit. Okay.
Shimmy down.
Shimmying. And we're shimmying. And then all the lights pop back on.
Pull out my gun. Mr. President, I
Where?
don't think we're alone anymore. Well, we never were really alone. My team's here.
Well,
Minus
but look
Jersey.
around the room. Now there's only 3 of us. What the fuck happened to the other? What happened to your 2 of your men are gone now? 3 in total. 3 of your guys are gone, right?
So,
What the hell is going on here?
1 and 2. We got 3 people missing. They all couldn't have snuck out, get snacks, could they?
I don't know, but we need to get out of here right now.
Yeah,
We
Mr.
need
President,
to go. We need to go.
get down. I bring it back down. Okay.
One of the
shimmy through the
servicemen-
resolute disc.
One of the Secret Services is like, you know what? I'll stay back. I'll guard the tunnel so you guys can get out safely, and I'll make sure something fishy is going on. So you two, you just go. And
Thank
I
you
got
very
this,
much,
I got
Mr.
this.
Security Guard.
Thank you. So we make our way down into the tunnels. Oh God, you'd think they'd renovate this or something. It's just this nasty, just dripping.
Well, you did know that-
harsh tunnel.
You didn't know that this is where Kennedy snuck through and he would meet with Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, do you think there's like diseases on these walls I could catch?
Oh, you better hope there's some historical diseases in here. It'd be
Oh.
worth a pretty penny, Mr. President.
Okay, well, I'm glad I brought my hand sanitizer because this is
Mr.
a
President,
lot.
if you see a single germ, I'll be sure to shoot it.
Thank
Square in
you.
the head.
Thank you. This is why This is why I hired you and I can trust you. If you're willing to take down, because they always
That
say,
may be part of
they
it.
always say kills 99.9% of germs. You're going after that 0.1.
I sure am. And let's just say the other 99%, you know where it goes.
Yeah, I know exactly where it goes.
Mr. President, no time to
Sorry,
no time to
you're
frown.
right. Okay,
Let's go.
so we crawl through the tunnel. Okay. I don't know how long this is, but it lets out in a field. I know that much. Obviously I've never had to take this tunnel before, but I got a briefing when I started. If I ever had to take it, it gets out to a field, and we should be able to get to the safe house from there. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So we just got to keep on hoofing it. So we keep going for miles. We are hiking through this tunnel until it finally lets out to an open field.
Mr. President,
Oh.
I think we can breathe a little bit better right now.
Yeah, no, I actually feel like I can breathe some fresh air. Like, holy shit. Gregarious, that was a lot. But I actually need
Big?
to take a breather. Yeah.
What on God's green earth is going on? You must have been briefed about something here.
I don't know. I don't know. They
know.
started threatening the threats. Oh, I'm gonna cuck you. I'm gonna make you into a cuck. I'm gonna cuckold you.
What?
Like it was just like every day. It was like I'm getting these calls, and they would star 67, so it was like restricted, and then like it was like you're gonna get cucked. Beep. So I don't. What's
Mr.
funny
President,
about this?
Mr.
What's funny
President.
about this?
You're telling
The
me
first and second families. You think that it's funny if my wife and mistress are getting?
Mr. President.
I'm
we
sorry
were
to
playing
say,
a prank
but I'm sorry
on
to say,
you.
but plowed. You
We-
think that it's funny that they're much like the fields we're currently standing in? You think
We
that,
were
that
just playing a prank
you
on
think,
you, Mr.
think the current
President.
so it's a prank. So you think that you look around us right now, and you see these open fields, and you're like, wow, this is much akin to the president's wife and mistress, because these fields are getting good and plowed.
I thought you had a sense of humor with the whole locker room talk thing. I must have misunderstood. But the star 6-7, I invented that. I thought you didn't find cucking you in your bedroom with the lights off. You didn't think that was as funny as I did? With the squishmallow, in between the legs. You didn't think that was nearly as funny as I thought it was?
I was worried because that's my move. So I thought, does this person know more about me than I was? And clearly they did.
I sure did.
Are you cucking me?
Maybe. But that's beside the point, Mr. President. What else do these calls say?
Shit. Sorry, I was just
Well, you just stated the ones that I did, but
something
else to
about killing everybody I love or whatever.
oh, that was not me, Mr. President.
Oh, okay, and that one didn't star
was not
67.
me.
That
was not
those
me.
ones were like really aggressive, and like we traced the numbers
okay.
back to like some of our
Oh,
biggest adversaries, and they were like sending pictures of me and my family to the White House, so like they were watching us.
I see.
And I just assumed those were the same guys that
certainly-
were trying to sleep with
I certainly
my...
misread the situation, Mr. President, Mr. Big Johnson.
So,
I guess my intel isn't nearly as up to date as I thought it was going to be.
okay. Well, it's good that half the mystery's been solved.
But what about the other half?
Well, and then we see in the distance...
Aw.
Oh, shit, a helicopter. This is a no-fly zone. What the fuck are they doing? Okay, we have to get down. I don't... What the hell?
Mr. President, get down! I just take your head and I shove it into the dirt. Mr. President, get down!
And we start just crawling through the weed, the grass. Okay, I think the coast is finally clear. Ah! And then somebody puts black bags over both of our heads. And when they're removed, we find ourselves in an interrogation room. What's going on here?
Mr. President, I'm so sorry. I failed
Gregarious,
you.
can you hear me?
Mr. President.
Gregarious?
Mr. President, I'm so
Gregarious, can
sorry.
you hear me?
Mr. President, I said I'm so
Fuck.
sorry I failed you.
Am I alone? Gregarious.
I'm so sorry I failed you. I was
Gregarious,
trying to
can
be
you
a
hear
man
me?
I couldn't be. Mr.
Fuck.
President Big Johnson.
He's gone.
President Big Johnson.
Oh,
President Big Johnson, is that you?
Gregarious?
Oh, Lord. When I get stressed, my southernness really comes through. I was trying to keep it
I'm
together
sorry, I
for
didn't-
professionalism's sake, but
I'm
I just can't do it no more.
I didn't realize that was you. I'm so sorry. I thought
Oh,
someone
it was my accent?
Well, no, it
Hold on.
wasn't your
Okay,
accent.
okay.
I just didn't
I'm trying to keep a little more professional
Well,
here.
no,
but,
it's not bad at all. I just
can't
thought-
do it. I can't do it.
I just didn't
I'm
want to
stressing
assume.
out.
I just didn't want to assume. I just didn't want to assume.
Okay, Mr. President.
Yes. Okay, so
Will you dock my bonus this year?
let's
I was
talk
really-
about, let's talk about bonuses when that.
I
let's
was really
cross
depending on that for
bridge.
Christmas. You're not going to take my kids' Christmas from me.
Let's talk.
Is you?
It's July. Let's talk about that later.
Oh, Mr. President, that's not reassuring, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm
We can
not.
talk about
I'm
it
not
later.
saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying you're here or there. I'm not saying what'll be in that envelope. I'm not saying if there will be an envelope. Let's just cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Let's
Mr.
get out of
President.
here
All
first.
right, oh, yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's
and
get out
then
of
the
here. Mr.
door
President.
opens and slams shut, and a silhouetted
Oh.
figure walks over to the table.
Hey, do you know who you're messing with? You're messing with Gregarious Chadsworth.
Shut up. With that sexy, sensual southern charm, it won't work on me.
Oh, Mr. President, I think we've met a match. I do believe, I do endeavor.
Look, I don't know what you guys want. If you want money, I've got money. If you want some sort of political sway, I mean, we can figure something out. But where are we even? You don't have to worry about where you're at. But let's just say we're close to where you were.
Oh, the White House,
Oh.
1600 Pennsylvania
Well, that's,
Avenue.
yeah, that's okay.
Oh, that works
kinda
fine by
narrows
me.
it down,
You
actually.
know,
yeah.
let's just talk it over a nice cup of tea.
Okay. Forget I said that.
What was your name, sir?
Hey, it doesn't matter what my name is.
But what's your name?
But it doesn't matter what my name is.
What? You can be kind, mister. What's your name?
Those hips are swaying
In my
hither and
southern
thither.
drawl.
My name is Clifton Tarshan.
That sounds like an alias, but I'll take your word for it,
I'm
Clifton.
so.
May I call you Mr. Clifton?
Oh, you certainly can.
Oh, you better believe I can.
Oh boy.
Mr. Clifton, you ever
I'm
watch
here-
the Purge movies?
I'm here. I
heard they were-
I can't say that I have.
No, I heard they weren't that great.
Yeah. Oh, the premise is dumb as shit anyway.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Clifton, what can I do to make this whole thing
I'm
right?
here to
Oh.
interrogate you. I'm gonna ask the questions, and you're gonna shut
Oh,
those
you sure
hips
can.
down.
You sure can.
Somebody get in here and tie those hips down to that chair.
Oh,
I have two
no, my
people come
secret
in,
weakness.
And they tie your hips
Oh.
down. I'm gonna muzzle that sexy hot mouth of yours if you keep that drawl going.
Well, let's just say, and I move the whole chair. Well, let's just say,
Oh,
arrangements can be made,
Oh.
Mr. Clifton.
I'm just. Okay, we need to get in. I've got demands and business and
All
things
right,
to
we-
attend to.
we
And
can
you
do
need
that.
to knock this shit off.
Mr. Big Johnson, you certainly can meet these arrangements, right?
Yeah, nope. I should be able to meet whatever arrangements you
Oh
want.
yeah, all right. Let's do it.
Good. All right. So, Big Johnson with your Big Johnson.
That's President Big Johnson to you.
I've had about enough of your shit. What
All
is
right.
your name, young man?
Gregarious Chadsworth.
Shit.
Oh, I know. Oh, don't I know? Anyway, please continue your questionnaire.
your questioning of,
Oh, what even was
President
my
Johnson.
question?
Oh, I think he had some demands.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Wait. Fuck, this is embarrassing. You know, I had a whole list of, wouldn't you know it? I had a whole list of questions prepared, and I plumb forgot them.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what we could do? We could talk this over at like a diner or something. You like country fried steak?
Yeah, I've never had it before, actually. Wouldn't you believe it? But
Wow.
You know what? No.
Why don't you and I
You're
talk?
getting in my head. You're getting in my head.
Okay,
You're
okay.
getting in my head. Look,
Okay,
you know what? We want money, and we want you to drop out of this race.
Oh, well,
I can't drop out of the race. You
Big
kidding me?
Johnson, what do you think? My job secure, my bonus.
Look, yeah, this guy is
Clifton, you're trying to take away my kids' Christmas from me?
This guy is concerned about his bonus. All right, this guy here is worried about getting extra money, and how dare you challenge that? How dare you question his want
Spoken
for
like a
that?
true president.
I didn't want to have to do this. Bring me the cattle prod.
cattle
Brings a
prod.
cattle prod. So first off, I'm looking for about 50 million is what we decided on. 50 million, I can do 50 million.
Well,
I can do 50 million. Like I literally,
Mr. President, what happened if we don't negotiate with
50 million.
terrorists?
It's 50. I negotiate with anybody who has tied me up and wants to kill me.
Mr. President, I suppose that's a good that's reasonable enough for the situation.
Yeah. 50 million, that's easy. Literally, that's like throwaway money. I probably spend 50 million on just like bullshit I don't need on like a daily basis. Yeah, for sure. I can do that. Good. And what about this dropping out of the race business here? See, now that's the one I can't negotiate on.
Well, Mr. President, it's your life right now. Mr. President, you can always say that like you'll drop out and then you don't have to.
Well, that's true.
Know what I mean?
And I managed to take like a little sharp object and I pass it over to you behind our backs. I mean, that's true.
Mr. President.
But
I think we got it. All right.
that's, you know, but I feel like we have to come to a compromise, right? I mean, I could maybe campaign at a few less cities. Would that work for you? No, I want you to just drop out of the race and forfeit the presidency.
Mr. President, just a friendly reminder that like I'm commission based, like per event.
Yeah.
So like if you drop out of a few of them, like that would heavily impact.
Use the fucking.
That would really impact the amount of money I'd make.
Use the shit I gave you.
All right.
God damn! Use the fucking thing I gave. Anyways, yeah, no, so dropping out just doesn't really work. I could maybe like take a break. No. Our instructions were very clear that we got that you need to drop out of this fucking race.
Mr. Clifton,
What?
I do gotta say, I don't like your tone.
Shit.
I don't like your tone one bit.
Shit.
I think we could talk about this like gentlemen.
Shit. Fuck. Yeah.
What do
You know
say?
what? Fuck dropping the. I'm gonna drop something else.
Yeah?
I'm just dropping.
Well, I'm dropping the mic right now.
I'm just gonna drop it all for you.
Oh, Mr. Clifton. Why, thank you very much. And I grab the belt that he just took off his pants, and I tie up Clifton.
No! How did this happen to me?
With the sexiness of my draw. That's why I'm the fastest whip west of the Mississippi. And I take the belt off for a sec, whack him in the ass, and I tie him up one more time. Just in case audio didn't get it. I grab the belt, I smack him in the ass, and I tie up the back of his hands, right behind his back, twisting. This is how I got to be number one in the Secret Service, mind you. And that Secret Service agent, Gregarious Chadsworth. To you.
Okay,
Mr. Big Johnson.
Let's get out of
Let's
here.
get you out of
Gregarious.
here.
Let's get out of here.
I grab President Johnson, slices his little band off of his wrists. President Johnson, let's take you home.
And we run out of the facility, and we make it through
President
those
Johnson,
fields.
you're really holding me back. You're going way too slow. And
I'm
I grab
sorry.
President Johnson, put him on my shoulders. President Johnson, let's get going. And I use the power of my hip swivel to swivel us to safety.
Gregarious, there it is. There's the safe house.
Oh, you better believe, Mr. President. We sure got this. Mr. President, we're here.
I think I just came. Fuck.
Mr. President, I get that all the time.
Okay, well let's get inside and shut
Let's
the
get
place
in.
down. We're good. So we get inside and we hunker down. You know, Gregarious, I'm thankful for what you did for me today.
Mr. President, I'm thankful that we're squared away on the bonuses, right?
Well, I actually wanted to talk to you about your bonus. Can I have that belt, actually? 'Cause
Oh,
I-
yeah. Here's the belt. Here's the belt.
Thanks. My pants have just been, Well, so about that bonus, now that we're in the safe house, it's just the two of us, right?
Oh, yeah.
We are locked down tight.
We are locked down tight.
No one's getting in,
Mm-hmm.
and no one's getting out.
You better believe nobody's getting out, not until the premises is secure, Mr. President.
Oh, I think the premise is quite secure. Because,
Huh.
Gregarious, I've been behind this the whole time.
Mr. President, what is you be talking about? Mr. President!
Buckle up, cowboy.
Mr. President!
And scene.
You built this whole episode for this gag. I know you did. I know you did.
Didn't
There's
think
no
of,
way.
I didn't think of the
There's
belt
no
thing
way.
until we were talking about drop, and I was like, I want to get so hot and bothered I start undressing. So that
was
was
amazing.
not,
That is peak improv right there. Ready to rock and roll and get swifty with it. It took me a sec to find my accent, but I slowly got back.
You got it. Oh yeah.
Well,
you
I
got
haven't
it.
done a southern accent since like middle or high school.
I'm gonna step off screen for a moment.
Ooh, you're putting it back on. I suppose you don't want YouTube to strike us, huh?
I don't want him
To strike it big.
clock my jockey, if you know what I'm saying.
Clock your jockey, more like smack your wet bippy. Well, I suppose you could have just grabbed a microphone so we can hear you better. But actually, you can keep talking right now.
Funnier. Especially if I sound like really far away.
You know, I think it's picking you up, which is pretty dandy. So that's the kind of cool thing about new tech is that this is going to sound a lot better, which is cool. Audience, why don't you tell us in the comments? Does this sound any better than our previous episodes? About the same? Or is it just kind of like, you don't really care?
All right,
that'd
I'm
be
properly belted and svelted. So, Anthony,
Huh.
why don't you tell me your favorite part of the story?
My favorite part of the story, I think, was sweet talking Clifton a little bit. Getting Clifton to believe in me a little bit, and then him having to catch himself. He's getting a little too seduced right there. That was probably my favorite part. How about you? What was your favorite part?
I would say I had two favorite parts, and it was that same scene, the interrogation scene. So when you started swiveling the chair, that was fantastic.
Why, thank
like
you,
you're
thank
like,
you.
I can't be stopped.
I-
I'm a
I
fucking
will swivel this
powerhouse.
chair
I
all
will
around.
swivel the shit out of it.
It's also hard to swivel a four-legged chair because it
You
just
nailed
always
it.
feels like it's falling out from underneath me.
And then for some reason, it finally tickled me. You like dead ass looked at me and you were like,
What did I say?
you were talking about like, and that's CIA agent Gregarious.
I forgot my name.
Fucking
I
lost
forgot my name.
just the
Gregarious
serious look. The
Chadsworth.
serious look. Gregarious. I just
That was good. That
What
was
a
fun.
stupid.
I'm sure there were some better moments in there. I just can't remember
There
off
were,
the top of
but
my head.
that one
It's
just
been
killed me.
It's been a quarter of a year. It's been 3 months since we recorded. I was like, I don't know if I remember how to do this, man.
Yeah.
We recorded
it-
the week
well,
of my wedding.
Yeah,
I've been
but
married for 3
we
months now.
yeah, and we released in November.
Yeah, we did.
But that's the last
but the last
time we
recording
have
session
'cause-
was back
yeah.
then. So that's freaking crazy.
But now it's in our calendars, so there's
Yeah.
no escaping it.
yeah.
Fuckers.
At all.
So
At
quit
all.
commenting, oh, these guys are so inconsistent. Go fuck yourself.
You know what? Consistency
Actually.
is for people like
People like gregarious
I
fucking...
forgot. Yeah,
I
Clifton.
forg-
I was thinking Clifton.
I was gonna say
I
Clifton,
don't
and
think
then
would be consistent.
Chadsworth. I
Chad-
forgot gregarious is last name. What
Gregarious
is- God
Chadsworth.
damn it. And you know why I even know that word exists?
Hmm.
Because Amir Blumenfeld misused it in a Jake and Amir. Because he was trying to like... Jake like criticized his vocabulary or something, and Amir was like, I thought you were gregarious. And I didn't know what that fucking word
That's
meant.
funny.
But I was like, that's the name.
Are you still a VI podcat?
Not currently.
Not currently.
Not
You stripped back on the
currently.
Katniss, huh?
did,
Katniss
but
Everdeen?
It's been a while, and
Huh.
I'm looking to jump back in.
Well, I was curious if you still went to like the Zardies. I was wondering how like Bob and all them were doing. I've been gone for so long.
Yeah, I haven't.
I have no clue.
I haven't been to a Zardy probably. I think either March or April of last year was the last Zardy I've been
Dang,
through.
that's
been to.
wild.
So a lot of shit is
That's crazy.
So I messaged Bob recently to see if he would permit me access back if I once I eventually get to a point where I'm like, you know what, let's jump back into it if that would be allowed. I think he did say something about getting spankings, like so I kind of have to get like
Wait, why do you
serve
have to
my
ask
punishment.
Bob? He's not on the panel, is he?
No, but I just was like, I don't know.
Would it
I was
be
just
weird
like,
if-
I'm thinking about coming back if that, if I have your permission. Bob.
Oh,
I was
I
just
see.
being a little
I
cheeky,
see. I
cheeky
see.
cheese about it, and then
I
he
see.
then he said I would just have to take my punishment of spankings.
You know who I miss?
Who's that?
I miss Kevin Carrier.
Yeah,
I miss
was just
Kevin.
thinking about him not too long ago.
Well,
Actually,
you gotta meet Kevin.
I know.
That's cool.
That
That's
was
cool.
crazy. That's what I
miss
was thinking
Shady
about.
too, and Shady. But we've had a few more encounters with.
Is our audio still recording?
Yeah, still recording.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but we've had more experiences with Kevin.
Yeah.
I love both of them so much.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I love those guys.
I just wonder what they're doing these days.
Right,
I
right.
haven't seen them post in a while, but also I haven't been looking and seeking them out. I'm sure they still post.
Yeah, I
They're probably
check
way
in.
more consistent than we are.
Yeah. No, I check in every once in a while. They're doing like more like shows. I see some more stuff
Kevin's
from
doing
Kevin.
stand-up.
But
He's doing a
Kevin's
lot
doing
more
stand-up, and he's
stand-up.
yes. So
Yeah,
I do see
yeah.
that quite a bit.
Super
so
cool.
good for you, Kevin.
Kevin,
You're
I hope,
funny
I hope,
as
I hope
fuck,
you
and
made
I hope
it to the end of this episode and you get this whole shout out. This
Yes.
is like your reward.
you deserve success because
Yes.
you are funny as hell,
Yeah.
and you're a really good dude. So
Yeah. Oh, so
Good-
cool.
good
Such a cool
shit.
guy. I suppose I probably should have came with a topic this week, but my topic this week is been playing. I finished wedding season. I got married.
yes,
That was crazy. That was back in October.
yeah, we really burned the barn down. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, we sure did. Burn the barn down. It was the most incredible time.
Oh, it was
honeymoon.
so much fun.
Honeymooned. Went on a cruise. God, that's a whole episode.
That's
right
all-
there.
yeah.
I could tell the whole story of that.
Yeah.
We can do an extended cut actually.
We could do an extended cut.
bonus feature. Let's see what's going on. But anyway, that could be a post show that we can talk about that. But otherwise, you don't have a PS5, bro.
No.
You should get a PS5. You got to play Spider-Man 2. I just finished
Yeah.
it. It's incredible. No, my topic this week is I am finally finishing games that have been on my almost done list for a year plus. I finished 3 separate games that have
Fuck
been on.
yeah.
But the problem is it's not like an accomplishment because I'm not doing 60-hour days to finish this shit. I've been on the last mission on 3 separate games and I just couldn't bring myself to finish them. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Do you ever do that?
Yes. Yeah, and most of the time, yeah, it just I end up doing something else, and then I just don't
You
go
just
back
never
to it.
come back to it. You
Yeah,
just never come back to it.
Fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance. I am pretty close to the end of that game.
Yeah.
And I love that game, and I haven't touched it in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're similar in that regard. So, yeah, I finished fucking Final Fantasy Rebirth, which came out in February, and I am a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I just could not bring myself to finish the game because that's part 2 out of 3, and it's gut wrenching. And so I was like, ugh, that's where the drama really starts happening, is in the second act. But I finished it. Pain in the ass to finish because the actual final boss is a chore. The way the game is set up, it takes all of the mechanics that you learn in the entire game and it says fuck it, and it just is battle after battle after battle after battle. It's one giant continuous. It's like an hour plus long battle to finish the last chapter of the game, right?
Wow.
So it's nonstop. But so that was fun. Spider-Man 2, just finished that, and now I'm getting close to finishing. I love Red Dead Redemption so much.
Yeah.
But Red Dead 2 is incredible. And I've never actually beaten Red Dead 2. Have you ever played Red Dead 2?
No.
You haven't.
And I want to because I love, like...
It's an incredible game. So my first playthrough, this is actually my third playthrough of the game, but there's a really big point where the game finishes, and then there's an epilogue.
Sure.
And I've never finished the epilogue, and I'm going to finish the epilogue.
Nice.
Because I'm just like, I still don't know how the game ends.
Sure.
Because it just finishes, and I'm just like, I can't carry on, man. I can't
Right.
carry on. It kicks you in the gut.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you like any of those games, make sure to tell us down in the comments below as well what you like about those games, or if you think I'm ridiculous for not finishing them after years. Red Dead's been out since 2018. There's no excuse to not finish it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I did it. Do you remember? It was a while ago when I was playing that game Days Gone, the like biker. Zombie.
Yeah. You ever finished that or no?
I did, and
Okay.
that was gut wrenching. Like I 100%ed the game. I loved that game, and it was so like I'm done.
Yeah.
I've done everything.
Ridiculous, right?
And so it was just like very bittersweet. Like it was like emotional that I was like, I'll probably never pick this up again. And that was just like, fuck. Like I love that game. And then XCOM, which is a game XCOM 2, I talked about that a few episodes ago. I beat the vanilla game. And then my buddy Chris recommended to the War of the Chosen expansion.
Yeah.
And so I started that. So it's the base game plus so much more. And I was like, shit. It's like everything that I loved in the base game.
Yeah.
Well, the base game is fantastic. And then it was like all the things that I was like, this would be neat. They added all of it. So it's like it's like quite a bit beefier, and it's just so fucking good.
That's cool.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
So I gotta take a look at that then. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat on it for like 5 years before
And
I
then you-
played
then you
it.
finally
And then I
played it.
did, and I was like, I know I can't put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny. Well, I think that's pretty much everything we got for the episode, Michael. So, listener, tell us, what was your favorite part of the episode? And also, what do you think of our new living quarters right now?
little setup
Yeah.
here.
So the reason why we're here right now is because it's winter and it's way too cold to record in the garage. But we're in a heated warehouse right now, so that's kind of cool.
For all of our friends in areas that aren't Minnesota, it is currently...
I think... Oh, yeah, you want to give them?
It is currently negative 10 degrees right now, but it feels...
The real feel is
negative 29 degrees
That's hot.
Fahrenheit.
That's actually warmer than what it was earlier.
I know.
It was
I'm
negative
like,
32 earlier.
yeah, I'm like,
today.
that's not as bad as... Yes.
Yeah,
But,
it could be a lot worse. But
so for all of our friends who don't know what that's like, it's fine.
it's...
As long as it's not windy, it's fine. I think, like...
Yeah, it's fine. It's
It
just every time you get in
sucks.
your car, you're cussing out the car. You're like,
Yeah.
why is it so fucking...
Yeah,
You know,
auto
but-
start is a...
Do you have auto start?
Do you not?
No, dude.
I'm pretty sure your car is newer than mine.
It is. Yeah, it doesn't come with it. That's something you have to install.
Oh, that's...
It's an installation thing. Yeah, it's like $300. You get fucking auto start.
You should get the
not including the labor to install it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so I have no
That's
clue.
fucking
I'd
dumb.
probably get it on Anna's before I get mine, because that'd be kind of a dick move.
Anna doesn't either.
No, neither of us do.
You,
Yeah, but we made
it's
we've
a
made
good
it this
investment.
far. I've had my car for like 6 years. The problem is my very first car, my shit box, had auto start because it came with it. And so my first car ever, I had auto start, and it was fucking nice. I'd be like, yeah, I got auto start, whatever. Moving to a car from auto start to not having it sucked.
Yeah.
But now I've gotten used to it, so I don't want to get too attached to it.
I mean, yeah, and I get it, but like in this area too, it's just so nice to be able to go from like frigid cold into a car that's like less cold.
That is true.
It's still cold. It hasn't like fully warmed up yet.
Yes, but it's significantly
But it is
less.
significant. I'm not sitting there like fuck.
Yeah, you're shivering in your car when you're trying to drive and you're doing this.
Yeah, and it's
that's
like,
how you know.
Yeah,
it's
then
a nightmare.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, at least I'm okay.
Now you know you're a redneck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Michael, where can people subscribe and listen to us?
People can subscribe and listen to us. YouTube, if you want to watch us do our
We worked so hard
wacky
on the video
antics.
version of this. Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, check us out on YouTube.
Hit
That's
that,
where
hit that, just the personalized bell icon. That's all you need to really hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if
Takes
you want
2
to subscribe
seconds,
to all
just
of them,
throw a like.
subscribe to all of them, because who knows? We might have one video a week. We might have 50 videos.
And we do a lot of stuff with the video effects. We
Oh,
get
we have fun.
we get ambitious and try different things and stuff, but those are definitely the best ones, especially the live shows you can
Yes,
check
the
out on
live shows are fun. Speaking of live shows, you're going to catch us in Anime Detour Minneapolis again this year, hopefully.
that. And CoreCon 2025.
Wait, are either of those confirmed?
I believe CoreCon, I think.
CoreCon is confirmed. Maybe we should...
CoreCon reached out after I submitted
We'll give you a post. We'll keep
Yeah,
you
we'll
posted.
keep you
You know
posted.
what?
They're
I
kind
jumped
of
the
like-
gun on that. I shouldn't have announced anything.
So we've got 2 that we're hoping to be in that
Two,
we've submitted, but
but
we've
also-
done them before.
Yeah. So we got some other big announcements coming up here shortly. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Got some fun stuff. And with that being said, Michael.
Oh, also follow us on all the social medias.
Oh, yes.
Instagram,
X.
come on, Facebook. I wouldn't really bother with if you want
yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok's probably
but
gonna be
like,
dead when this comes
that's
out.
probably
I
not
don't
even
know.
going to be a thing anymore by the
That's
time.
true.
Yeah, whatever. That's kind of all we got going on.
That's
right
all we
now.
got
And then,
going
of
on,
course, if you have a premise submission, you're like, hey, man, this would be a really
Yeah,
funny
we used to
story,
do
some funny
those.
characters. Yeah, email us at Michael and Anthony Adventures at gmail.com.
Once again, that's Michael and Anthony Adventures at gmail.com.
And as well, if you are like, hey, I want to guest on your show. Hey, I'd want you to guest on our show. Hey, I love you guys. Hey, I hate you guys. Throw an email over there
All of
and
it.
we will check it out.
Throw it all
and
in there.
We'll do a little back and forth, give you a little shout out.
So with that being said, everybody, thank you very much for listening, and bye-bye.
Kisses.